You're really giving up right now?
Yeah, I will puke on camera if you want that in your living room.
You said it like it's a bad thing. I'm telling you.
You didn't do this.
Me puking I didn't choose to puke. I stood up and vomited. And it was the best feeling I've ever felt.
You didn't stand up and vomited. We did it in my room. You went to your room.
I stood up and was like, oh, I'm going to throw up. I better go to my room.
Well,
I got on my hands and knees and scrubbed that toilet.
Do you remember the text message you sent me this morning?
That was from something else.
And I quote, crazy style.
Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How are you, Bo?
Not hungry.
Perfect. As you can see from the title, this year's Nugget Challenge is a little different. You know, a lot has changed on the show. I've lost some weight. Bo has gained a lot of muscle. And, you know, I plateaued at 88 nuggets last year.
Colin just got back from puking up. You're puking up.
I feel so good, dude. I've been gone. We wrapped 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I walked in my room, puked instantaneously. I feel like a new man. I could run a half marathon. Half.
Go.
Which made us think, really, what would happen if this year Bo attempted the 200 nugget challenge?
I'd love to clarify that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, he texted me and said, I think I want to try it again. Maybe we do it together. And then yesterday, it was suggested that I do it.
Isn't that more fun?
I mean, it's going to be more fun for them, which is ultimately our goal.
I agree.
I also want to point out that this is 170.
Yeah.
There's 30 more.
So once you inevitably finish this 170, we'll bring out those 30 more. And, you know, you get to learn from my mistakes, you know?
What mistakes would you say you made? Give me some points.
Eating too slow.
Okay. You did 1 a minute.
I did 1 a minute for a while. Which is crazy. It's not good. Not a good pace. So I would try to
just go
speed through the first 20 or so. They were delivered in a historic New York monsoon.
Flood.
These were delivered very close by.
Yep.
So we're good. I'm going to keep count. He's got a Sprite instead of a Diet Coke. That's another advantage you've got over me. I think you got this.
We'll see. You know what my goal is?
89.
89, baby.
Great year for hardcore.
Youth of today is out there.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
in Europe. They're kicking it.
Exactly. So, whenever you're ready, I've got some questions from the Patreon and the Discord that I'm going to ask you and I while we do this.
Before we start, please join the Patreon, the HardLore Patreon and the HardLore Discord so that you can engage in this.
That's right.
Before Bo eats all those nuggets, we got to talk to you about something. This is so important. Sight for sounds.
Hold on a second, Colin. I can't. I quit. Oh, yeah. We're beyond excited to be working with and sponsored by Sight for Sound. The program brought to you by Nevin Eyewear.
That's right. Bo is wearing his brand new free prescription glasses from the Sight for Sound program. And you can too. If you're a musician, you tour it all. I'm talking TM, merch, if you manage a band, if you're an agent for a band. If you do anything for any kind of touring band, Nevin and Sight for Sounds wants to get you seeing better.
That's absolutely right. It includes regular eyeglasses, prescription sunglasses. All you need is a current prescription. You take that, you go to sightforsound.com, enter the information that it asks of you, and they will be in contact with you via email.
They'll email you directly to just let you know that you and your tiny touring band can get free prescription glasses. This is like the coolest possible thing we can be involved with, we think. It's an honor. We really hope you all do it. We saw some names that applied last week, and you're an elite company. I'll just say that much. It's a beautiful thing. Get your glasses. I'm getting my eye exam next week because who knows what's going on here? Not me. We're going to figure it out, and I'll be fitted up in a couple weeks here. Thank you, Sight for Sound. Bo, get to eating, okay?
I'm starving.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right, let's hit it.
I'm hungry now.
Okay, first question. Somebody said, is Colin okay? Colin's great. Bo may have a different answer
That's
by
not
the end
about
of this. Goat spot in the valley to eat. I would say salsa and beer and LOL merch. Bo, as a visitor of the valley, what would you say?
Ball merch for sure. Which, after I inevitably throw this up, we're gonna
Get for actual dinner.
We're gonna get it for dinner.
That's exciting.
And then well, it's not in the valley. Where else do I like here? Where else have you taken me?
What else do you like here?
In the valley proper.
You like Hank's Bagels a lot.
I like Hank's Bagels. I like this local place, In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, obviously.
You guys gotta check that out.
Somebody asked, do you think the hubris will pull you through?
Absolutely not.
Excellent.
It will surely be my downfall.
I don't know, man. Somebody said, thoughts on the return the return of United Blood and what you've seen from it so far. It's such an incredible thing for hardcore. In the 2000s and the 2010s, it was such a pivotal part of American hardcore, the landscape. Richmond, an all-time great American hardcore scene. So it's great to have it back and thriving and young again. We love to see it. It's in the same venue too, so it's really, you're getting the same experience that we had all those years.
Same guys, same venue,
Yeah,
same vibe,
same vibe.
and the same format. 2 days.
Yeah,
Go home on Sunday.
great. No, there's no green room there, so it's like a pure hardcore experience.
It feels very DIY.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
love United Blood. Very happy that it's back.
I agree. What is something else you can definitely eat 200 of?
Grains of rice.
Cheap ass motherfucking
about you?
answer. Potato chips. Cheez-Its.
Individual
Yeah.
potato chips.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. Oh my God.
Easy.
You're in the thousands.
Yeah, easy.
How many are in a box? He's really good at doing this.
In a box, I would guess like 400 maybe. I'm not looking it up. You tell me. Was that one?
Yep.
What is your favorite lock and out band? You're at 8.
I don't want to know.
Oh. He's at,
I will ask him
yeah.
what I want to know.
I'm impressed by that.
I'm just going.
I'm impressed by that.
Locking out.
Yeah.
Righteous Jams. Mental. I think I don't know if people realize that like Mental in their heyday was the biggest band.
Also, maybe like one of the first like merch bands. You know? Was that a new Nugget? You let me know in the comments.
I dipped it.
It's hard to monitor.
Definitely.
That's a new Nugget.
This is now another new Nugget.
Okay. I won't tell you what you're at. but I'm
Definitely a
impressed.
merch band.
Yeah. I don't say that. I will never mean that in a derogatory way.
Lord no.
It means you're awesome. You know?
Yeah. Also, all due respect to the Wrong Side.
Yeah.
Wrong Side, Dump Truck Demo. That was awesome.
Mental and Righteous Jams are kind of the easy answers there. Like it or not, too.
Oh.
I wasn't always in that, so. You know.
But definitely a lock and out band.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
call.
Would your bands play Coachella if asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll find out more about our feelings on that next week.
Next week, you'll see. It's beautiful. Mount Rushmore, whoa parts.
Hate Breeders.
Hey, breeders, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do yours first, then we'll do mine.
Hate Breeders. It's the second song on The Art of Drowning. That rips off Queen Wasp by the Misfits.
Sure.
Go! And then, whoa, do you want to feel that?
Yeah.
That song, I just got chills. That song is incredible.
Okay.
Where are there? I mean, they're like all Misfits to me. So I'm trying to think of something that isn't Misfits or AFI.
Sure.
Hit me with something. I'll stop at 2 for now.
My top 4 would be I Turned Into a Martian. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're
What's funny?
different every time.
And if you play those on a piano, it's just a chord, and they're just hitting the chord. It's so funny.
Some Kind of Hate. And I said, whoa.
Oh, man.
That's a great one. Fall Children.
Dude.
Oh, 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 That's a good one. Pretty objective take. Bohan. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. That's 4. I would say honorable mention, Coheed and Keeping Secrets. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one.
Oh, Her Black Wings.
Oh my God.
That's probably king.
Whoa, Under Her Black Wings.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then, what's another fun one? There's a Metallica one. Obviously, I can hear Hetfield going, whoa, but I can't quite picture it. I'll just say Struggle Within and hope I'm right.
There you go. Favorite covers of non-hardcore songs by hardcore bands?
I've never talked about this. One of the earliest songs I ever downloaded on Napster was H2O covering Like a Prayer.
Oh yeah, that thing's crazy.
Remember that?
Yeah, I thought you were about to say Throwdown Baby Got Back.
No, I never liked that.
Yeah.
And I love Throwdown.
But I will say, the original song saying you want a XXX Throwdown is crazy.
Baby Got Back. Yeah.
It's genius.
Also, Slapshot covers Big Mouth Strikes Again.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it.
No, it's dope.
I kind of fuck with it. I like that he just does it monotone the whole time.
Sure.
It's kind of cool.
I have 2 answers. I have 3 answers.
By all means.
2 of them are sheer terror.
From Broken Bar.
Yeah, that's everything's fine. And then Boys Don't Cry.
That cover is unbelievable.
Insane.
The
And
last time we played here, there was like 50 million fights going
Robert
on.
Smith, Suck My Dick. Blood for Blood covers Runaway, the like oldies song. Runaway, run.
Oh, I
And
was
it's-
singing Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Is that a new Nugget?
Of course.
You're killing it, dude. Best salad all time. Chicken C's. Or Chinese chick.
Yeah, fuck with the C's dressing.
That's so sad.
I know it is. I know.
Caprese?
Love a Capri.
Goated.
Oh my god, are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's all I ever really need. It's 5 things.
Yeah.
6 with salt, but I think like I can go to Sweetgreen and make something where I like
No, well, I need a predetermined
just like a premium
Yeah.
one. Then yeah, it's a Caprese.
Cobb?
What's on the Cobb?
I don't know. Bacon.
Yeah, I don't need bacon on a
I
salad.
don't really care for bacon, but I'll fuck with the Cobb.
There is a Handlebar in Chicago, which is the best vegan restaurant in Chicago. It has stuff that aren't fully vegan, but they're predominantly vegan. It is a place that like meat eaters like myself will gladly go to because it's so good. They have an everything green salad, and you could add seared tuna to it.
Ooh. See, that sounds great.
There we go. Need it, say.
Big
Making
Sprite.
progress.
Top 5 intro tracks that are solely titled intro.
Intro changes.
Intro changes easily. Intro Bust.
Intro bust.
King 9 intro. Bad Brains intro.
What's the Bad Brains intro?
The Eye Against Eye intro. The Sepultura intro on Arise.
Good call.
Thanks.
It's funny that like I wonder when the idea of an intro became part of the zeitgeist.
Like, is there an Elvis intro or a Beatles intro?
It's funny that the Misfits didn't have one.
Yeah.
You would think they would have something to like.
Because they didn't have albums, you know?
So true. They just had.
They just abandoned every finished product they had. Fucking crazy.
Did you get that one? Thank you.
Can you claim straight edge if you're an alcoholic that's gone sober? 100%.
Of course.
Look at James Hetfield for 2 months, you know?
Of course you can.
You can claim straight edge. It's a personal thing. It's for you.
It's not a walled garden.
No.
Trying to keep people out. That's fucking.
It's a beautiful garden.
Stupid. It's beautiful. It's wide open.
It's a beautiful, welcoming garden. Does this fit your macros? I think if we did the math and it's 433 grams of protein,
The whole thing. All 200 would be.
9,300 calories.
I mean, I'm sure a 200-pound guy, almost 200 pounds, eating 400 grams of protein is awful for you.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
I think it's like 600 grams of fat.
Check my heart rate.
Obviously, you two love each other. Imagine that was the end. Have you ever came close to fighting or had a serious argument? We've never come close to farting.
We've come very close to
But we've had serious arguments.
We've had arguments for sure.
Yeah, any partners in any creative or business endeavor are going to argue. You know? But then one guy eats the nuggets 1 year later and everything's fine.
The thing is, we're in a structure where we are the boss.
Yeah.
And that's new for both of us,
huge,
right?
yeah.
So it happens.
Agreed. Mount Rushmore, nuggets.
I'm just spit one out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one off.
Yeah. Oh, that's that one.
Yeah. Wendy's Chick-fil-A.
Spicy. Chick-fil-A. McDonald's spicy. Bring it back, you fucking scumbags. And
You like the stars? The Carl's Jr. stars.
take them or leave them.
They remind me of like Dino Nuggets
Yeah,
or
they're
something.
kind of dino vibes. And
Chick-fil-A?
yeah, we said that.
We just said
I do like the Shake Shack chicken bits.
never had.
They're good. Very real chicken tasting.
The grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A are unreal.
I agree. They're just a little farty. As two people who work in the music industry, what would you say the most stressful or frustrating part of it is? How do you manage it?
It is other people not valuing my time, which is kind of the most frustrating thing about life in general.
Sure.
But like from an industry, like when you're beyond a real DIY thing, for me, it's like some of the tour routing we've dealt with where it's like, oh, they're in the van for 10 hours a day, who gives a shit? And it's like, well,
That sucks.
we give a shit and you're making money off us, so
Totally.
stuff like that.
I would say now the actual music is so secondary. It's all about like the rollout, and even like you see the biggest artists in the world's like social media. It's all social media.
It's all
you know? It's all like
Katy Perry just went to space for social media.
for no reason other than for like a $1 billion publicity stunt.
Flower, yeah.
Was this is this nugget? I think.
No, I ate one
Okay.
while you were talking.
All right.
Now you do another.
Okay. It'll be fucked up. I shouldn't have been in charge of this.
You're doing good. I'm keeping track of you.
Okay. Yeah, I just think the music being secondary, I think, is frustrating. If it was just like, okay, I've got to write this record, and then it's done, and I can enjoy the spoils of it, everything would be so easy. But it's all, guys, now guys got to eat 200 nuggets just to promote his band, you know?
My band does not sanction this in any way.
Your band would join you then.
True. Surely there were people back in the day, in the 80s, who thought that the music was secondary and that it was a place to be and it was a thing to do.
Sure.
The difference is social media, the accessibility of this thing.
Do you think it started with Michael Jackson revolutionizing the music video, kind of? Like changing the idea of a music video? And
like the first domino being.
Yeah, like MTV, like kind of fully revolving around music videos on television, being like, okay, I guess now we're making videos all the time.
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, because like when you're only listening to the radio, you can't see who it is.
You're gonna have the mega hit. I don't know what half my favorite artists look like.
One of my favorite quotes from Rollins is him talking about Pink Floyd, and he thought they were just like druids in a tower. Like they had no concept of what they looked like.
That's awesome.
And when he eventually saw it, he was disappointed. Not that by their looks, I think, but
just they're not druids in a tower.
Yeah.
How awful do you feel so far?
I'm starting to get full.
Really?
What am I at?
You want to know?
I do want to know.
30.
Jesus Christ. I told you.
You're starting to get full?
I'm starting to feel like, uh-oh.
Expand the tank.
I'm
Do some farting. Get in there and suck some air into your ass and blow it out. We'll take a break if we have to. 2 minutes. Somebody said, what makes this time different? Bo's doing it this time. It's great.
That's it. Also, I never claimed to be able to do this. I claimed 60s, and I'm halfway there.
You're doing great. What's your favorite cover you've ever played in any band?
Harm's Way covered We Just Might by Youth of Today in drop B.
That's cool. That's very cool. We've done a lot.
I never got to see you do Gravity or the Only Living Witness cover, which was pretty early on.
It was very early, yeah. Gravity, I think we played live once.
Really?
Yeah, and it was in Europe. And Martin from High Viz sang a big part of it.
Really?
Which was cool, yeah. In terms of played live? Oh, Kickback Forever War in Paris. That got us, that was so cool that they offered us Hellfest like that day. So that was cool.
No shit.
Yeah.
You think Hellfest organizers fuck with Kickback?
They were there. Yeah, I've talked to them about Kickback.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're corpsmen. At Aftershock, I was there years later, and I heard a guy speaking French in the backstage area, and I was like, "You fuck with Kickback?" And he was like, "Yes, of course.
Really?
I book Hellfest. I love Kickback." And I was like, "Dude, you put me on Hellfest because we covered Kickback." And he was like, "I did, yeah." That's literally what happened. Is the 4-beat snare into blast beats the coolest thing ever?
Like that.
Of course it is.
You know what I'll throw on top of that I think is the coolest is when it's that beat and it's just like jun, 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 jun,
Yeah,
jun,
I like that.
jun, like
I like some like grind, like what did they about?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Into like a crazy D beat part. What did they? How long did you wait to have a nugget after the first attempt? I did not eat a nugget of any kind for 6 months. And the salt, man. You're gonna need, I got water.
I'm getting like sweaty.
We're in my living room, by the way, and I got water.
I need some of
Are
that.
you jealous?
This is the first nugget I've had since
You're trim, dude.
New
You're
Year.
Slenderman.
they don't fit the macros,
Yeah.
but we hit chest today.
We
hit the gym today.
Yeah, it's true. Music biopic you would like to see made, Fancast the band director. I literally can't because I think it's gonna come true, which is crazy. You didn't hear it from me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that was good. Was that a new nugget?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not bad. What about you? Music biopic you'd like to see made? Look at Amelie over there. It's so cozy.
She's so cozy.
You want a nugget?
Hi, sweetie. You want like 50 nuggets?
That's my cat. She's actually a fucking demon from hell. So
She's always been sweet to me.
see that paw? It's pure evil.
There will surely be an Ozzy biopic after he passes.
Yeah,
And if it's done well, I think it could be sick.
I agree. That's a crazy story.
The Randy Rhoads shit,
Sharon being the fucking mob, basically.
the fucking Sabbath. You know, like that's a 3-part.
I agree.
That's a trilogy.
Jakey Lee.
Yeah.
He's got to be in there. He'll probably be the villain in that story somehow. Hey, bro, back in the morning. Them doing the voice is going to be crazy. Okay. Mount Rushmore death metal bands? Jesus Christ.
We've definitely done that before.
We've done it, yeah. Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, Bolt Thrower,
It's always the fourth one.
and Suffocation for me.
That's what I would have guessed. I'll say Cannibal, Morbid Angel, Bolt Thrower, Entombed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. Bo and Colin Band win.
Dude,
It's in the works, honestly.
in more.
We're very inspired at the moment. And I would say based on the last, 3 weeks of episodes, it's kind of easy to tell what we've been inspired by lately. So it's going to sound like that. So enjoy.
If you pay attention to our Instagram stories of the shirts we're buying,
It's a good indicator. Bo, what is your favorite Colinism? And Colin, what is your favorite Boism?
oh, that's interesting. You have a voice that you do, that you and your wife do, that I think is funny every time.
When we
Where-
see a
where
little dog
you'll-
on the street?
What? No, well, you'll be like, yeah, that's the cat. She's fucker. You guys just have this and it's always funny to me.
You say that's a problem about stuff?
It's a problem.
You'll be like, and then they'll forget this, and that's a problem. And I like that. And also, of course,
My whole bit.
I get it. I got it.
Yeah,
You know?
classic.
That's very you.
That is. I still. What sucks is that story.
I haven't ticked this in a while.
You missed one. The last one. Steven will figure it out in post. On the European tour that we did together, I sprang awake and was speaking in my sleep. And I said, I get it. I got it. And then I went right back to sleep. And that is something that...
It's so you.
It's been like robbed from my lexicon, though, because I don't want to be Sleeping Bo. But I say it still to this day.
It's the most you. I believed it immediately.
I get it.
Let's see. Why do we park in a driveway and drive in a parkway? Americans don't drive in a parkway, brother. That's you do that down under.
They got parkways in New York.
Yeah, we don't. We don't claim those here. Okay. HardLore Fest should be a thing. Thoughts? Scary.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Scary. It's a scary idea.
Do you guys have to like?
We just want to be a video zine, you know?
Yeah, really.
We
want to be an archive of shit that we think is dope. But the amount of work that goes into doing a fest well, and like we would only want to do it really well.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Scary. Bo, are you excited for the Closed Casket tour?
I've been looking forward to doing a U.S. tour for like several months now because we've done so much flying and international stuff.
Totally.
And Full of Hell's sick. Cruelty's fucking sick. Click is sick. Jarhead's sick. It's all going to be
It's a great tour.
It's a great tour. Good routing. And then it's kind of buffered too by like Sonic Temple and a show with Converge and Milwaukee Metal Fest. Like there's all this stuff all in one. Can't wait.
Totally. Agreed. What is your favorite Joker in Balatro?
I really like the baseball bat guy that adds, I think it's 1.5 multiplier to every uncommon Joker that you have. Right now I'm trying to beat the black deck where you get an extra Joker.
Ooh.
So that allows for him, so you're kind of like, if you get him, you got 5 Jokers, and if you get all uncommon ones, it's crazy.
Damn.
So I really like that guy, and I really love the one that's like replicate the one next to it.
That's my favorite. That's, I think, the most OP.
It's so OP.
And then the one I like, I play the deck generally. My main deck is the no face cards one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you generally get a Joker that is either like all cards are face cards, and then that one's dope, or the multiplier for every hand with no face cards, you get 0.25x.
Every hand. Oh, and it just...
Or it's like 0.1 or something. 0.01. So by like ante 6, you're at ×3 every time.
I also really like the red card
I love the red one.
that you get.
Discard.
Is it 0.25 per pack opened and no cards
I
taken?
think it's plus 3.
That's what
Plus 3 mult per discard. Yeah, that's huge.
And you can really... And then if you get the...
I'm at plus 100 by ante 8.
and you do the replicate one?
Yeah, that with a times multiplier on the back,
You're killing it.
it's game over.
What's your favorite, like, hand to play?
2 pair is like the hand.
Really?
To me. Full house has been my recent, but that kills you late in the game.
It can, yeah.
Because you're like, okay, all I have to do is get a full house. And you're discarding shit left and right so that you get a full house. Balatro is, for people without context, one of the greatest. It's not just a card game. It is one of the greatest human innovations in the past 20 years, I would say. It has made time, like flight, air travel, go by so fast. You can get it on your phone, get it on your computer, anything.
I like flushes. That's like my...
You're a flush man?
I love...
Do you do the Joker where you only need 4? It's a good one.
That one rocked with the forehand.
Yeah.
And then...
The skip.
No, there's one where clubs and spades are the same.
Ooh.
Or hearts and diamonds are the same. So, like, flushes are nothing.
Flush,
and then you get Jupiter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Interesting.
You guys got to play Balatro.
That's the best.
Where am I at?
What are you at?
Yeah.
That's a great question. You're at 40.
That's it?
Yeah.
That was 10?
Yeah. I think so.
This fucking
We'll
sucks.
see in the footage.
Oh,
You're doing great.
I'm thoroughly impressed that you ate this many.
Thanks, man. ×2 + 8.
Yeah, the most of these I've ever eaten. And also, I haven't eaten since, what time did we get Del last night?
Like 5:30 last night.
So I haven't eaten in basically 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I feel awful. I'm very impressed that you did this. I, at one point, at my largest, would eat 40 at a time.
No problem.
No problem. With fries.
Yeah.
And like probably a McDonald's.
Well, funny that you say that because somebody said, Bo, as someone who has just begun my fitness journey in my mid-20s, seeing your transformation has been very inspiring. You're killing it. That is all.
Okay.
You're going to burn these off, no problem. Taylor said, that's funny, my brother, thinking that it was me doing this, said, not a question, but I think he will eat even less this time.
He's right.
He is right. I will eat one.
Not bad. Nugget. Was that better than the ones you had?
About the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And these were fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best or worst show you've ever played? Best and worst show you've ever played?
Worst feels so mean.
We've answered this before, though.
Yeah, but it's fun to revisit because I was going to say when we were filming what we did yesterday, you'll find out about that in a week. When we ask people their 4 records, we should always give ours because I bet they'll change every single time.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I don't even remember what I said.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of fun. Like the letter mosh will kind of always change.
Yeah.
Best show we've ever played. Probably when Harm's Way, the record release at the Metro.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was really sick. We have some cool stuff coming up at the end of the year that I can't talk about yet, but that's really going to be something too. Worst show? Worst show is the one where James broke his arm during.
Yeah, that's awesome.
After one John had already quit, and then the other John quit after the show, and James had a broken arm.
Harm's Way, no Johns left.
No Johns. What about you?
Best was probably first Sound and Fury Back for God's Sake, and first Sound and Fury Back for Twitching Tongues. Worst was Ruckus and Zabalba at the Cobalt Cafe. 0 paid. Horrible. Somebody said, what made it awesome despite the circumstances? Absolutely nothing. This was the show with the, are we doing Waters tonight?
yeah.
No, not tonight.
What made it awesome is James broke his arm like 2 songs in. Finished the set. Drove home
Animal.
with the broken arm
that's
to
so
prove
awesome.
to himself that he was okay. And then we did a tour. We left for a tour 5 days later, and he just had a cast the whole tour. And like you see those pictures of Hetfield, you know, where he's got a cast because he broke his arm skateboarding, and like those are cool. So we have a little bit of that. There's some pictures out there of it.
That is cool. Big Brian, no?
Don't count
Same
the next
Nugget?
one.
All right, so you're at 43. I won't count the next one. Sorry. I also counted that one I ate. So you're at 42. When will there be a Warning appreciation episode? I would love to have Patrick from Warning and 40 Watt Sun on, or some sort of top 10 Doom Bands records episode. That would be fun. I think we're just really into HC right now.
Very niche HC at the
And also, something I want to address. I want to course correct a little because I feel I've steered many people in the wrong direction.
Explain.
I've said something the other day about how like circle pits in California are like out of style right now, and young people were responding like circle pits suck or something. And like circle pits are uniquely hardcore, invented in California. Like you need to take pride in this beautiful thing we have. They are for hardcore music. Everybody else has adopted them in the wrong way. They're ours. They're for us, for fast parts in hardcore music. And I think I blame myself with the spin kicking and the ghosts and all that.
The ghosts?
Spin kicking in the haunted places and stuff.
Hear about this. Let's rank from stage what you think looks the coolest. Pack show, people going nuts. There's circle pits. There's push pits.
There's hardcore dancing.
The people are skanking lately, and when the whole fest is skanking,
It is.
it's crazy. It looks beautiful.
It's the best. Yeah.
But a gigantic California circle pit used to if you look at like a Suicidal Tendencies video, they're walking in a circle the entire
The
time,
whole just going.
and it looks fucking
And
awesome.
there's always like a little
Yeah.
cover in the beer. If a room is truly packed,
Yeah.
so packed that someone couldn't spin a spin kick, a push pit looks so sick. I think it looks awesome.
I think a scarce, violent pit looks like shit.
The worst.
When there's 5 guys really violently moshing and everybody else is scared, it looks terrible.
It looks
from stage.
terrible.
When everybody's moshing hard as fuck, like Dying Fetus in the Trenches FYA,
that
looked
so
unbelievable.
Fucking cool.
Yeah.
Can I get that other Sprite?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a one-on-one. No, you wait. I'm gonna do it talking ahead with the camera.
Okay.
This is one of the worst decisions I've ever made. I knew I couldn't do this. I predicted the 60s. There's no way I'm making it. Even in maybe to 50. Maybe to 50.
What the fuck is going on?
I think
I put it over. I'm gonna put one over there. It's over there on the that little table.
Perfect.
Dankeschön.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can't dig into any more of these delicious nuggets without it.
Let's see.
Man, what do we got?
Switch 2 thoughts.
I'll get one.
Yeah, I'll get one.
You know what's crazy is that the regular Switch is $300 and the OLED is $350.
Like, why would you not?
I have the non-OLED one
Yeah.
because I just have always had it.
And the Switch 2 first one is not OLED. Come on.
Bastards. They know exactly what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, man. And they got me. There's a new Mario Kart. What am I going to do?
You're not.
I need to be the best.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff, huh?
my head hurts.
no,
I have
that's
like a headache.
What do you both do when it comes to cardio?
I walked for 15 minutes before this.
That's it? Like in general, though. What's your cardio choice?
Walking.
How long and at what incline?
Well, I do 40 minutes every time, of course. Rocky. Yeah, walking. Or a bike if I'm really trying to do something.
Okay.
But here, I'll tell you one thing. On tour, I don't do any cardio.
You don't need
at a
to.
gym.
You
I don't need
to.
to.
Yeah.
Busting my ass for a half hour. Another day, another dollar.
Very good. Biohazard. My favorite, I'm a big hiking guy. I love it. Incline treadmill. I'll go, if it's a 15, if it's a 10, I'll go 10. If it's a 15, I'll go like 12, 12 and a half.
Yeah.
This is a PSA for the incline treadmill people. If you're hanging on for dear life to an incline treadmill, you are no longer inclined.
Right.
The incline comes from fighting uphill. Like the shape of your body needs to physically be inclined, trying to fight up the incline. If you're holding yourself, you become leveled with the incline, thus no longer inclined. I'm doing this. I'm saying this for your benefit. Okay, trust me.
Wow. I'm
I
impressed.
think about it every time I see an incline. I'm like, you're not inclining. You're not. Though you might as well walk flat if you're holding on into an
Interesting.
incline track.
I hold on, but just for the heart rate, the heart meter.
That's fine.
But I don't like hold on. I just-
But
my
when
hands-
people are like,
Yeah.
if you're holding on and you're still not leveled with it, you should be fine.
Okay. Interesting. I've never thought about it.
Yeah, you're no longer inclined. Who does the better James Hetfield? Yeah, between you two, it's for sure you. You summon Hetfield sometimes.
There's at the end of Sandman, like when it like dun, in the music video, it's the truck. He does like a yeah, and it's so fucking.
Was that your like Discord sound or something?
It was. I had on the Roadcaster. I had like the.
That was one of your buttons.
That was one of my
right?
buttons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded. You just did it so well that I remember. The actual sound came home.
And then the. Dude.
I like when you do the let loose, man.
Oh yeah, let loose, man.
That's perfect.
That's Enter Sandman, S&M. Pause this, pull that up.
Yeah,
Just let it play. You'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. Let loose, man.
so good.
What the fuck was he talking
I
about?
don't know. Did one or both of you ever have a dinosaur phase?
There was a book that you would get from like the book fair. Scholastic, like book club or
The
whatever.
Scholastic.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The Scholastic.
Is it Scholastic?
I like the Scholastic Book Fair, man. Let loose.
I never read, I guess. But at the end,
This is the first Nugget in a while, right?
oh yeah. At the this might be the last for a while.
Yeah.
At the end of the dinosaur book, there was like a piece of a dinosaur, and over time you would build the skeleton of the T-Rex.
Cool.
I was into that for a little bit. Land Before Time made me really sad.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Really sad.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3. But other than that, I wasn't like into dinosaurs.
My dad showed me the first Jurassic Park, and when Samuel L. Jackson's arm falls on her,
You scared the shit.
But he had to
You were a
stop it.
scared ass kid.
I was afraid of everything, and he had to stop it.
Scared ass kid, little boy. What's the best moshable Metallica song?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, Blackened has a legit breakdown.
Gun, 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 gun. Yeah, absolutely.
Like thrashers were thrashing to that song. King Nothing has an actual mosh part. I think
Beltol's intro, obviously.
Belto's intro, Harvester intro. Come on, dude. Unbelievable.
What kind of stuff is popping up on your Instagram Explore pages today? Let's see.
No comment.
Let's see what's on mine. Right now there's a title fight hoodie.
Little puppy
I
dog.
got this.
Oh, that's all right.
I got a bunch of watches. And I got this dude. There's this country duo
Uh-huh.
popping up on my feed every day. They're like young, they're young guys, and they have a song that goes, "It's waking up, busting your butt, trying to earn a little extra pay," and I sing it. So I'm gonna find it.
Okay. I got
It's waking up, busting your butt,
Trying to earn a little extra pay, and all the comments are brutal. To the creek for a fishing day. It's all the comments are like a widow extra pay. It's brutal. It comes up every day. I watch it every time.
I got a lot of Coachella stuff.
Okay.
I had Blink-182 getting off stage for some reason.
Nice.
Have some streamer stuff. Oh, there's Bernie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Burning with the Misfits stuff with the amps. It's pretty cool. That's about
What
it.
could have been, you know? Where's the fabled 9/11 episode? That was such a good idea.
Remind me.
I think. This is the guy I bought the 9/11 shirt from. That's crazy.
No shit.
Yeah, I bought. I planned to do a 9/11 episode with various musicians, asking them
where they were.
on
That's
9/11.
awesome. That's great.
9/11 2025. It's coming.
That's great.
With great respect. It's one of the.
It's a defining moment
in the world.
in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were 7 and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember. What event in track and field could you currently stand a chance in competing?
Well, I beat his ass in the fucking 40.
You did.
Couldn't now though.
We should do it again. Long jump. I'm an unbelievable long jumper.
Would you do the 2 legs forward thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. And I would have to start low. I think I could pole vault.
Was that a nugget?
Yeah. Thank you. Good call.
Yeah.
I think I could do it. But they go upside down first. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing.
It's scary.
I'm not into pole vaulting.
What else is there?
High jump.
Javelin.
Javelin is awesome. Shot put.
Shock put.
Shot put rules.
Hammer throw where they like.
That shit rocks too. But yeah, I would say I'm one of the best long jumpers in the world.
Anything but running.
Yeah.
Oh.
What song from each other's catalog would you like to cover?
The good ones. Dude, I feel off.
No, you're good. You're doing great.
Um,
I would love to do a safe space version and sing it, you know? Mm-hmm. That'd be good.
Yeah. I would
Mom.
do.
I feel like Harm's Way Finish the Job would go crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
That would be sick.
That would be really sick. Yeah, that good answer. I was thinking twitching immediately, but you're right.
That would just maybe translate a little better.
Well, I would sing.
but then you'd crush.
James
He's
would
a
be
great
the
singer.
Taylor part.
He's a great singer, Bo. Top 3 favorite movies,
It's an excellent question.
isn't it?
Let me think about it over this.
Caddyshack,
You love
The Thing, Little Shop of Horrors.
That's
Easy.
wow. Okay. Lord of the Rings. I don't care which one.
Huh.
Come on down here. You want some nugget? The Godfather, probably part 1,
That tail just went straight in the buffalo.
right in that sauce. And let's go for a little levity. Big Lebowski.
That's a great pick. I already counted that nugget, I think. Will Colin be coming to Furnace Fest? No, it's during the God Save
It's during your God's tour, which we just found out.
Yeah, we did. Sadly. Possibility of a Tribal Gaze episode. Inevitable. New record on Nuclear Blast soon. I've heard the whole thing. I can promise you. It may be my...
How many?
49. Oh, -2, so 47. Because there was one. No. I didn't count one.
You didn't count.
48, because one was mine.
I'm going to do 2 more.
No, you're good.
No, I'm doing
Come
2
on.
more. I'm going to throw up.
Good. I threw up.
Steven, you get those out of my face. But thank you. Thank you. You threw up when you were done.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. That's how I knew I was done. I've heard the Tribal Gaze record. It is maybe my favorite recorded guitar tone in history.
No shit.
The deepest palm mutes I've maybe ever heard. It's crazy.
Who recorded it?
Taylor.
Home of the Perfect Palm.
What he does. What was the last thing that made you cry from laughing? I can tell you that immediately because it was yesterday.
This is a great story.
My wife very famously misquotes and misremembers people's names, like celebrities and whatnot. I've got a whole Twitter thread about it.
Here it is.
Yesterday, the newest one, I asked if she had seen the movie Fred Claus, which is a Christmas movie starring Vince Vaughn, Paul Giamatti, and Ludacris. Because I think Ludacris's tiny body in the movie is hilarious. She said, the one with Bobby Lee. And I said, I don't think Bobby Lee's in that movie. She was like, Bobby Lee, he's in the movie. And I was like, who are you thinking of? She goes, Bobby Lee Jones. And then showed me a picture of Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. And I was driving and weeping.
Crying.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee Jones.
Bobby Lee Jones was crushed me. Let's see. Scariest moment either of you have had in the woods or outdoors? You've seen an alien straight up.
There was one time, I don't know if I've told the story before, but we were driving west. Like the overall trip was Montreal to Vancouver. So we were just somewhere in like, I don't know, middle of Canada. I don't even know it's there, Saskatchewan or whatever. Yeah. And we saw light. Like
yeah, that's
told
what
the
I'm
story?
saying. Yeah, that's the end.
No, this is a different one. That was on the Kubicon tour with the lights. And then we never saw where they came from.
Okay.
But in this one, we saw light. And I thought it was like, you know how out in the middle of nowhere there would be like a concrete plant and it's just like really lit up, or like an oil refinery or a logging camp or something. We were kind of in the woods. And we, again, did see it. And then I saw it move and pulled over. And it was just the Northern Lights. And it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It was awesome. But it was creepy, but it was cool.
Okay.
So it immediately went from scary to, oh.
Wow.
This last one.
Don't say that. Don't give up. What would John Cena do?
He just doesn't want to have to help me.
What would John Cena do?
He would not do that.
He would never give up. He may. He would do anything for content too. I don't know that I've had a scary moment. I've never been scared outdoors.
Only inside.
Yeah. Horrifying. That's right. I've been scared on an airplane watching The Babadook for the first time.
Wow.
I was deeply unsettled.
That's probably like a green flag to that filmmaker.
I really felt genuinely unsafe watching The Babadook on a full flight. I was so safe, and I felt unsafe. Best venue or festival in Europe?
Wow. Played a lot of really nice ones.
Yeah.
On this Knocked Loose tour.
The big one, the one in Brussels, I will never remember their names because they're all like in the whatever language it is. The big one in Brussels was so fucking nice. The catering was amazing. The staff was cool. And it's in the middle of like cathedral area.
Ooh.
So you just walk outside and you're in the most beautiful place.
Wow.
Fest is Hellfest all the way.
Yeah.
And Outbreak. Outbreak is fantastic.
I'm dying to go to Northern Unfest. Mm-hmm. Dying to do it. We got to go there. Venue, I really wish the shows I played at Arena Wien were good because the like compound is so sick.
It's so sick.
But I've never played anything good there.
We played together at Dynamo in...
Yeah, we're banned from there. That's where we're banned from.
Not us.
No, I think you're fine.
From
We're literally banned.
Because of the food or something?
Because of a banana peel or something. I don't know. Allegedly. Maybe some grapes.
So sensitive.
It's just grapes, you know? Sour grapes. Mount Rushmore gym movements.
Oh, great question.
Yeah. Shoulder press.
I'll tell you right now. Lat raises.
Yeah.
Particularly if you can find the machine to do it. So
I never do the machine.
Dude, the machine, there's no strain on your forearm, so it feels really nice.
Wow.
It's very comfortable, and it gets you just as pumped. Shoulder press.
Shoulder press?
Love a shoulder press. When you have a good bench day, you feel like the strongest person on earth. So I love a good bench. And then, any bicep curl, preacher curl.
I love a rope curl.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
That one makes me feel massive.
That's a good one because
I love a barbell curl too.
And what's the guy, the trainer who was like only trained to max from the 70s? You trained to maximum effort for 30 minutes a week. Menzer, I think, Mike Menzer, said to only ever use flat or straight barbell, never an easy bar, because that's more of the brachialis. Only flat.
Really?
That's
I love it.
I know, because it's more comfortable, but that's the point.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know. Tricep straight bar push down.
Strongest man in the world. No problem. I can
Push
do
it,
that
maxing it
all day.
It feels so good.
Pardon this interruption. It's so important. You've got to know who brought you this incredible episode. First and foremost, it's Manscaped time.
Oh, is it ever?
Your balls smell unbelievable right now.
I know it.
I'm glad you know. At this point, you know what it's all about. You know, you use code HardLore on manscaped.com. You're getting 20% and free shipping off every single thing you see. The Crop Reviver, a little spray that makes you smell good. The Crop Preserver, a little cream that makes you smell good. The Crop Duster, you know, a little dust that makes you smell good.
Foot duster, body scrub, body scrubber, the hedge trimmer, the weed whacker, the beard trimmer.
They're on Lawnmower 5.0 at this point.
It's crazy.
They're always making improvements. So even if you got the 4.0, check out the 5.0. Okay? Code HardLore, 20% off, free shipping. You're not going to believe it. Please just stop thinking.
Different for us.
Start thinking. Stop stinking. Manscaped HardLore. This episode is brought to you by AG1. What was the first thing you did this morning, Bo?
I woke up and filled a glass with cold water.
How many ounces?
About 8 to 12.
8 to 12?
Yeah, roughly. And then one simple scoop of this beautiful green powder.
That's all it takes. And then you're getting all of your daily prebiotics, probiotics, nutrients you need. You don't need a cup of spinach anymore. You can just drink a glass of cold water. And guess what? If you go to drinkag1.com/hardlore,
right,
not only are you going to get this incredible substance, they're going to give you 5 free travel packs for free. And this is one of the greatest developments in the history of this product. The travel pack is now cylindrical.
So you can simply rip and pour.
And done. Look, it's 2025, okay? It may be 2026 when you're watching this. We don't know yet.
We have no idea.
But we have hopefully survived by then because of the incredible things we're putting in our bodies now. AG1 is a big part of that. drinkag1.com/hardlore. This episode is brought to you by Mad Vintage.
Hey, Colin, where'd you get that shirt?
maddvintage.com. Wow. Yeah, that's all you got to do. You go to this website. You listen to a band that we talk about on our show. He's got you covered. You're going to find the shirts you've been looking for your entire life. And this is we're passionate about this.
It's one of our favorite aspects of the thing that we're into. And it's important to note, Luke over at Mad Vintage, he's looking to buy, he's looking to trade. He wants to see what you got. You know you have things you haven't worn in a long time in that closet.
And you might sell them to him and see him on this show someday. So let's hurry it up. Hit him up. I want him. Our closets are full. So please get the stuff before we do.
I can't take anymore.
No. Code HardLore15 for 15% off. Mad Vintage. Back to the episode.
Who's the one person in your lives who you root for the most? Friend, family, whoever, and why?
Oh, that's a beautiful
That's
question.
a great question.
Here's your brother?
Mine's probably my brother. Yeah.
Makes total sense.
When he has a win, I feel really good.
Yeah.
My wife, too, obviously. Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, I think wives and partners should be probably...
That's a given.
It's sappy, but probably my mom.
Yeah.
She's gone through a lot of shit, and she's like working for Chicago, like for the city, doing law and like doing the shit she wants to do. I'm very proud of her.
You're really giving up right now?
Yeah, I will puke on camera if you want that in your living room. You want me to get up?
No, I want you to puke in the toilet.
You want me to puke in the toilet and continue doing more?
Well, keep doing it until you have to puke as well.
I'm 2 more, and that's going to happen. I'm not joking.
That's good. You said it like it's a bad thing. I'm telling you.
You didn't do this.
Me puking on into I didn't choose to puke. I stood up and vomited. And it was the best feeling I've ever felt.
You didn't stand up and vomited. We did it in my room. You went to your room.
I stood up and was like, "Oh, I'm going to throw up. I better go to my room."
Well,
I got on my hands and knees and scrubbed that toilet. I got all the skids off so that you would have a clean bowl to puke.
You only
into.
did that because you destroyed it. I'm standing up to see if I got
That's
puke.
good. I did that plenty.
Ask me if
it felt good. All right, here we go.
It feels better standing, I'll tell you what.
Doesn't it?
A little bit.
My man. Mount Rushmore pre-breakdown callouts or skank parts. I really don't care about those. You know?
There's the side-by-side Alex and Backfire.
Alex.
That's sick.
No.
It's kind of part of the song, so it's not really a call-out. But to push it away...
Yeah, Bala. Totally.
Dude. It's not like a call-out like they're asking, but that came to mind. Oh.
I like the harness. This is a local favorite. Harness, strangle yourself, you fucking coward. Is a really good one.
Headbutt some broken glass.
That's cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah. If you were cryogenically frozen and sent forward in times, what's 100 years? What's one album you'd take with you? Can't take Master Killer.
Fine. Probably Bjork Homogenic.
Okay. Very nice. Me? Faith No More, Angel Dust.
Great pick.
Because I gotta show that to those future freaks, you know? The cybernetic warriors in the future. Yeah. This is sick. Jizz Lobber. Let's see.
Guess what? You're dead.
What new bands are we listening to these days? I like the Dynamite record that just came out.
I haven't checked it out yet.
Awesome.
I do plan to.
There's a band, a new band called Morning Star. I think they're from the IE. It sounds like Candlemass with a female singer. They sent me their demo. They said that they like looked up YouTube videos to record it and mix it themselves.
Oh, that's sick.
It's fucking
I
awesome.
respect that. Isaac put out 2 new bands. I really like Couldn't Be Me.
Oh, cool.
I think that's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like that he was like, I'm going to do 2 bands, all me.
At the same time.
At the same time, same day, different genres. Fucking maniac.
The Self-Arrest demo is really cool. It's Boston type shit. Step Forward, whatnot. About Face demo is really awesome, as we said last year. Start Today is awesome. Hereditary from San Diego is awesome. Obviously, all the bands on our roster: Cosmic Joke, Firestarter, Mongrel, Cyanide from Detroit. You'll hear a little more about them soon.
Little ditty.
Yeah, it's a great question. Best? You done? You can't do that.
Keep going.
Okay.
Did I say?
You did. Best dessert to get at fast food spots.
Oh, fucking bullshit. A milkshake. A vanilla milkshake.
Yeah.
You don't need anything
pretty
other.
much anywhere. I will say, let's talk about the McFlurry for a second. It's called
for no reason.
It's called a McFlurry, right? Because the proprietary spoon that came with it is put in a machine and flurried together to mix the toppings in.
It's part of the machine.
About 5 years ago, they stopped the flurry. They dump them on and give it to you. Do better.
Did the machine really start breaking, or are they just being lazy?
That's fucking horseshit.
I've heard that
they're hard to clean.
I think what I heard was it is a cleaning thing, but there's a self-cleaning thing, and it takes like 8 hours, and they will do it at dinner time.
Get fucked. This is an interesting question.
I can't wait.
I don't know that I have an answer. What is your favorite thing about an airport? Panda Express. If that's an option, I'm there.
The Newark Airport has such a good Panda Express. It's a little cliche and cheesy, but one of my favorite things lately, and I've been flying a bunch recently, is just watching how inept, clueless, brainless, and like truly selfish
The average person.
is. And what's awesome, or not awesome, but like the counterpoint to that is the people who you can tell fly a lot, you can tell fly a lot.
100%.
They're like pro.
I think it's the movie. The Clooney monologue and Up in the Air about who to spot when you're getting in line for security and like the belt is very real.
Yeah.
Like you look for the experienced people who pack light, you get behind them rather than the old ass fucking guy, the kids. There's really like it's a smart system. TSA pre-check and global entry are revolutionary airport things.
Pre-check is unbelievable.
I hope less people get it.
Yeah.
Stop getting pre-check.
You should stop.
Get out of my
Let
line.
that one expire.
Yeah.
Hi.
This is a crazy question. Top 5 guitar players of all time.
Great. Love it. Jimmy Page. I like to say there's Mount Rushmores and then there's like the sky and clouds.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jimmy Page to me. He is end all be all, Les Paul player, shredder, riffer, mysterious, magic, Zoso, fucking
Totally.
dope. I love Jimmy Page. Hetfield, obviously.
I mean, in terms of all music, him singing and playing rhythm guitar that way
Yeah.
should be impossible.
We were just talking yesterday about how Megadeth, while not really my thing so much, is objectively incredible. The fact that the fact that Mustaine can play that and sing that, it's nuts. So anyway, Page, Hetfield, Eddie Van Halen, Pete Townsend, unsung fucking hero of mine, and probably Dimebag. The groove, it's not just the shreddy. I'm not like a shreddy guy, you know what I mean? So I don't really care. But you know what I think the sign is? You can hum a Pantera solo. And that is the sign. You know what I mean? That's the sign of like, oh, you're not just making noise. You're adding to the song. It's a melody that's going to stick with
I also think as good as he is at shredding, he does more with less better than most people.
Oh, dude.
What he can do with an open note and a wah pedal is crazy.
Also, the grooves that he was adding, like, listen to Primal Concrete Sledge. There's no snare in that until the... You know what I'm talking about? It's just...
That's brother shit.
Yeah.
That's two brothers being like, what if we did this, man?
Oh, man, that's pretty... What if I don't hit the snare, man?
Yeah.
Just keep time.
Oh.
And then... Love that song. What would your 5 be?
Prince, Dimebag, Eddie Van Halen, Andy LaRock, King Diamond, and probably Hetfield.
I didn't say Tony Iommi, which is probably not true. He's probably in the... Because I also respect that, like, he's riffing. I love a riffer. But Townsend means more to me personally. For sure.
What is a piece of equipment or weaponry from a video game you would like in real life?
Oh, that's a great question. Dude, the fucking laptop gun from Perfect Dark. Do you know that one? Mm-mm. So it's a gun, but you can also throw it and it flies around with you and just sick. The golden gun from GoldenEye.
You can kill anybody.
One
One
shot.
shot. Everybody, all your enemies are dead.
Bohan.
The Shockwave RPG from Fortnite, I would get where I'm needing to go so fast. Or just unlimited shockwave grenades at all times. Imagine me getting to the show with a shockwave grenade. I'll see you later, honey. But and then everybody at the show getting blasted too, residually like, fuck, he used a shockwave grenade.
Colin came again?
Me getting to stage with a shockwave grenade.
But not landing lightly at all.
It'd be awesome.
I always thought that the Needler,
Oh, Needler looks awesome.
it looks awesome and functions in a really cool way. Should have been a little more powerful. Should have hurt a little more.
Dual wielding Needlers online though.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy style. This is a great question.
I can't wait to hear it.
What's an unknown band you immediately became a fan of after seeing their set?
Oh, that's a great question.
I can remember 2 distinct times this happened in my life.
Please share.
The first one was New England Metal Hardcore Fest, 2013. Second band on the show was Code Orange Kids,
Wow.
when they were still the kids. That was the first time I actively sat and watched them the whole time. And they blew my mind.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they were playing a bunch of the I Am King stuff way before it came out. And it was different. Like, one of the songs on the record they did, like, way harder. Mm-hmm. And I just remember seeing these, like, 3 shirtless freaks and Reba. And thinking, like, this is the future of music. This is crazy. Like, this is so extreme. What do they like? I needed to know them. And that's how I met them.
Wow.
Was as soon as they finished, I went on stage and I was like, we got to be friends. And then I remember we all listened to And Love There's No Law in the van an hour later and like became friends that day.
Wow.
And then another one was a band called We Were Promised Jetpacks opened for Jimmy Eat World. The only time I saw them a long time ago. I think they're Scottish. That was one of the bands where I'd never heard a note and left like a fan. Wisdom in Chains too. I had never heard them when we toured with them, and I was obsessed after.
I'm on this Australian kick, but it needs to be said again. There's a very cool young band that we played with in Melbourne called Implode. They just sound like New York hardcore, and they like rocked me. Like they don't even have a demo out. I can't wait till it's out. They might be out. Go check.
Beautiful.
The other band that really impressed me that I liked was Bloodmouth, another band that I've talked about a lot from Australia.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, and Cola Boy.
Oh my!
I had never heard Cola Boy. Watching them at Sound.
We were in awe.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So awesome.
And now I like can't listen to it without crying.
Yeah, it's
really hard.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Truly like a legend, local legend, worldwide phenomenon. Incredible work. Could have, will be remembered forever as a legend. Does Nails have the greatest discography of album covers of all time?
Album covers?
They're 4 for sure.
Let's think.
Bolt Thrower might be the kings.
Baltimore has a couple really bad ones. Honor, what was it? Honor.
I like that one.
It looks like dog shit.
I love it.
It's like low res.
I like it.
Mercenaries also a funny
I love
cover.
that one. The weird, like, it's just kind
The
of,
guy.
I like the guy. He's about to kill so many people.
Was it Honor?
Honor, Valor, Pride.
Valor, right.
Valour.
Slayer, probably.
Yeah. First 4, they got it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Our editor, Steven, who's sitting right there, asked, why do you hate your editor and refuse to give him a 10-year Disharmony gig? Steven, do you have any idea how hard that would be to play? We haven't played, I think, 7 of those songs ever. So, We would like to do it. I genuinely don't think enough people want that for it to happen. Top 3 new bands in LA.
He just can't answer. He's just down
He's just shrugging. Top 3 new bands in LA, top 3 new bands in Chicago. I would say Staple is really good. There's a new band coming out soon called Bloodshed. You're gonna like that, and then Firestarter, of course.
Let's go Karma, who aren't exactly new, but relatively. Home Invasion.
Nice. You can only have one actor or actress's entire filmography to watch. Who are you taking?
Leo. Which is...
Instalock, huh? Instalock and Leo.
It's just like, let's really... I think he's probably the greatest actor of our time, probably. When you consider how much he's done from such a young age. Like, from Basketball Diaries and Titanic through Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. I might go De Niro.
I think he's up there with De Niro.
Yeah, now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I obviously De Niro would probably be my next one.
Yeah.
But
I think...
I don't love Deer Hunter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like Deer Hunter a lot.
I like it.
You know what I think? I think Leo was somebody who I grew up absolutely despising.
Sure, yeah, of course.
There's like a teenage... in me, it was just like all the girls like Leo, so I can't like his movies. And then the same thing happened when I was like an actual teenager for Ryan Gosling, where Ryan Gosling was like the Notebook guy.
Yeah.
But then you realize, oh no, he's got the
chops, yeah.
And then you realize he's one of the GOATs. Robert Pattinson, same thing. Goes from Twilight guy to fucking king, dude.
Interesting.
That's my Batman now. I think next up in that vein is Chalamet.
Absolutely. That's I was gonna say.
Where he bursts into the scene and you're like, this little fucking private school fuck waltzes his way, probably nepos his way into this, and now I'm all in. I didn't like Call Me by Your Name. Mm-hmm. It taking an hour for them to fuck was frustrating for me. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, come on, give me some sauce, man.
Yeah.
It really was just like, as a piece of like famous queer media, I wanted it to be more queer, you know? I wanted more out of it. And the ending is beautiful and devastating, and I guess there's a sequel, which is crazy. I wish I liked him more, but that was kind of my first real like active impression of him. Was like, obviously this kid is great.
Yeah. And
now Dune is just.
And what was is it Kingdom of Heaven or Lost Kingdom? I think
it's just called The King, maybe,
or The Kingdom or something.
It's like a Netflix movie.
He's awesome in that.
Yeah,
the movie's whatever.
He's got bangs,
but he's awesome in that. He does. Yeah. Go bar for bar with me. De Niro movies to Leo movies. Let's count their bangers for real. I'll start.
Huh?
And I'm gonna count Titanic.
Okay.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah. King of Comedy.
Let's go keep track. I'm curious to see who has more of the like great movies. Okay. The Departed.
Cape Fear.
Gangs of New York.
Taxi Driver.
You're about to smoke, man.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Godfather 2.
Once Upon a Time.
Casino.
The Revenant.
Goodfellas.
The Aviator.
Aviator fucking rocks.
So good.
Hey, Meet the Parents. Oh. I get funny De Niro too.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet's really good. I said Goodfellas. I said Casino.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'll count Meet the Parents as a franchise.
Yeah, sure. So I'm just saying. Because he's also got Basketball Diaries, which is, I think
Basketball Diaries is fine.
I think it's fine.
And I like it.
I wouldn't count it as like a bang, you know. And then also the Johnny Depp movie. Like his first
Gilbert
movie.
Grape?
Gilbert Grape, yeah.
You're going to put that up with De Niro?
No, I'm saying there are these that people love. Yeah. I'm not saying they're like bangers.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot.
Just saying. Leo's...
You're not wrong. I love Leo.
Oh, the
The Irishman rules. You hate that.
I protest that.
I love the Irishman.
I protest.
And every time I watch it, it's better.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah,
I'll
it
give it a
rules.
fair shake.
Even the bang is fun to me.
Bang bang, you're dead. I'm a gangster.
No gods, no masters win. I don't think you can legally answer that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an answer in itself. Does Avenged Sevenfold have tracks?
Not.
They do. They do. The homie John Christ was funny. John E. Christ, sorry.
What?
You got it, buddy.
What's the Bat song?
Bat Country. That tore up the charts, dude.
I know it did. That's
Terrorized
the
them.
only one I know because of that.
Terrorized the
Yeah,
charts.
I know.
Much like Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas. It was the same thing. Terrorized the charts.
Oh.
Get over it, bitch. Why are you snoring so damn loud? You're awake. God damn. What's the one movie you can only watch once and then never feel the way you did watching it? Like, not the same twice?
Oh, like Sixth Sense or something?
Yeah, maybe. Well, Sixth Sense is doper twice, dude.
Very true.
Anything like that where the twist changes the entire movie is fucking awesome.
You ever see The Game?
The Game?
Michael
Oh,
Douglas.
yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Dude.
Yeah.
That
It rules.
it rules.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen The Game, it's a creepy, suspenseful but good movie. It's fucking
The
awesome.
game rocks. I think Mac is a big game head. Never feel the same way you did.
The Duel. That I like how they told that story the 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, The Last Duel?
The Last Duel.
Yeah, it's the Rushmore. It's awesome. You don't know who's telling the truth. It's great.
It's great.
Going to Japan for the first time in September, mostly Tokyo and 2 days in Osaka, Kyoto. What are some most-dos? Some must-dos.
I defer. Did you count that one, by the way? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, no, I did, but we'll give you another one. Yeah, let it out, buddy.
Dude, I will.
Really?
Yeah, don't
The sound gets you?
The sound.
Must-dos in Japan. I'm gonna point you in the direction of a couple meals I really liked. They're both. One of them is breakfast. There's a pancake place called Benitsuru in Asakusa, Tokyo. You got to get there around 8:30 to put your name in for the day. There will be a line. Put your name in. It's worth it. Get the custard one. Get the savory one. Get the Nutella one. Those are the best ones.
What's
And
the savory?
dude, it's like
it's green
It's
onion.
like egg.
Yeah.
All over it.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I see.
And like cheese, I think. It was incredible. Down the street from that, there's a place called Emo Pee. I swear to God. I swear to God, it's real.
I've been there, dude.
Yeah. I bet you have. That's the place with the creme brulee sweet potato.
Ah, yes.
And the shredded ubi ice cream. Absolutely insane. Two of my favorite desserts in the world at one place. It's cash only. So bring some cash.
Bring some damn yen.
Yeah. Next Family Feud episode when? Maybe Sound and Fury? I don't know. We have another idea.
We have a better, not better, but like another idea that will rock.
That's right. What are you planning to eat after vomiting up the nuggets?
Indian food.
We're getting all merch.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to bleep that, Steven. We can let them have it because I want that place to last forever.
True.
Okay?
Good point.
Go eat. Law Merch in Studio City is the best Indian food in the world.
Changed me.
Crazy sentence, but I swear. And you can prove it.
I can't think about food right now, and I'm gonna go.
Paneer masala. Cheese naan.
Stop, dude.
Chicken tikka appetizer. Samosas. Water. Silly music videos versus a hard music video.
You've done both.
I've done both.
What is your? I've only done serious music videos. I don't think a silly music.
I think
video.
the silly one I had more fun. The Harakiri Twitching Tongues video and the Insincerely Yours video. That one's fucking awesome.
That one's awesome.
But like all time, a serious one. A hard one is cool because it's like not a meme and not you trying to get over by making a joke out of your band.
Let me ask you something. Preacher Man was released separately, right? So was the debut single for In Love There Is No Law?
In Love There Is No Law.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. That's a total my girlfriend's girlfriend instead of
Why did because we figured Eyes of Justice track 1, they're gonna hear it anyway.
yeah.
And that's not how it works.
It just isn't how it works.
You gotta get them to get the record with the hit.
with a
you know?
hook. Yeah.
It took a year for Eyes of Justice to get a reaction. It did not get a reaction until late 2014. It's crazy. If it was the video and the single and like how we rolled everything out, I think it would have been different.
I agree.
It is what it is. What show did you miss in your youth that haunts you to this day? There was a Blood for Blood reunion in Pomona with Billy from Biohazard on other vocals,
That's sick.
and I didn't go.
Instead of Rob?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
So stupid. Or instead of Buddha, I don't remember, but yeah, I really, 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 really dropped the ball on that one.
I regret not going to see Green Day and Rancid in Wrigley Field for different reasons.
Yeah, that's fair. Would you take Bloodborne 2 if it meant Fortnite was deleted from existence? In a fucking heartbeat, motherfucker. Goddamn right.
I love a man of principles.
Easily. That's the goat.
Look at this cat. She could not be more.
Yeah, she's alright. I give her shit, but she's alright. When we're alone, I'm like, you're alright, buddy. But when other people are over, it's beef, right? Bitch. Favorite shoes for touring or playing shows?
I'm kind of all over the place these days. I'm digging the Solomons lately for like everyday gym and like walking. They're the GTX6s, I think, or whatever. But I've been just wearing Sambas a lot. I haven't really been too into shoes lately. How about you?
I would say playing drums in New Balance 990 V3s changed my life a little bit.
How so?
Just so comfortable.
Okay.
So dynamic and responsive.
Chris plays in slip-ons, like Vans.
Really?
Always.
That's a fucking freak right there. And then I generally wear boots when Twitching Tongues plays. But occasionally, if something like the church in Philly, where I'm like, it's really hot and I got to play drums after, I'll wear sneakers. And it's so much easier.
Yeah, of course, you can spin kick.
It's
like
so
easy.
easy.
You're like, yeah, boots are.
They look sick.
I know, but dude, every time there have been occasions where I would play in like Doc Martens.
Yeah.
And I would be me, so I'd be jumping around and going nuts, and my like shin splints and like.
Yeah, but what is Roger singing in? You know?
Vans.
You think so?
I know.
You don't think he's wearing Doc Martens?
I saw him
He's wearing Vans.
recently. Yeah.
I don't know. What's Pete Steele wearing? Boots.
Yeah, but he's wearing like engineer. He's not spin kicking or moving even a little bit. Roger's moving 1,000 times more than him.
It is. I'm open to suggestions, but there was a period where I wore Jordan 12s because they're all black and leather and look like boots, and
It's kind of cool.
that worked. But they look insane.
I do like the boots. Don't get me wrong.
It's just me, you know. How do you prefer? Do you prefer guitar or bass live, and how are you liking your Dunnables? I love my Dunnables. I'm obsessed with them. The one that I use for Holy Blade is like my favorite guitar ever. I would say playing bass is the greatest musical privilege any person can experience. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so envious of people that get to do that all the time. Like, that's your thing. This is what you have to do. As long as you don't come unplugged, you win. You know?
Yeah.
It rules. How do you come up with lyrics? I have at least 10 fully completed songs with no lyrics. Help, please. I don't know. It's been a while. So
Start with a cadence.
I start with a title, generally.
Oh, interesting.
Title and a message, and then go from there.
And when you're trying to actually put words down, it's like, okay, what fits around this, you know? Totally. I really think if the riff is dun 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 dun, you want to go la la, like it kind of speaks for itself. And I just think like once the ball's rolling, you'll.
Why don't you eat one more?
That's gonna be my last one.
Why?
Because I don't want to get
Don't want to get what?
Violently.
Come on, man.
It's the last one. How many?
I mean, it says 57, but who knows what it.
How could that have only been 17 more?
You've been slow. And I ate a bunch and counted them. Besides the new Floor Punch book, what are some other books you recommend, music-based or otherwise? Collected Obsession is incredible. It's
incredible.
An unbelievable look at some of the greatest hardcore shirts of all time. Written by Ryan Banahan, right? From Desperate Measures. Very cool. Check it out. Music-based books.
Scream With Me?
Yeah, of course.
Remember
Scream
the
With Me
Misfits book?
by the homie Tom B. Check out the 12 Hits episode. It's awesome. I don't think you can buy that anymore. So if you've got it, you've got yourself a collector's item. Will there be another Pet Peeves episode, possibly with a guest?
That's a hilarious. It would be really funny to like find like known prick joins us on a Pet Peeve episode.
Find out what they hate.
You know?
Yeah. Probably not.
But yeah, wasn't that a Patreon?
I think we did it again, yeah. Yeah, we did it on Patreon. So check that out. It's very fun. And then we did one about stuff we like.
Love this.
That one was fun.
That one was awesome.
Yeah. No, I don't care. This is a good question from Luke. If you watch the original interview episodes compared to the newer ones of HardLore, you can tell the interview style and the format of the episodes is much smoother and all around better. As the show gets older, were you making a cognizant effort to make the show better? Yes. Before the big interview episodes now, this is kind of why they're like, I wouldn't say more rare, but they stress me out because I'm writing them. Like physically, I'm writing every question.
I'll have 8 notes, like 8 bullet points of like things to talk about, maybe questions I've always had, whatever. He's got, you scroll.
Yeah, I've got a large document that I pull from, which is maybe why I'm really comfortable with the Zoom ones, because it's really easy to just like, okay, that's the next time, my gigantic document. But yeah, I do extensive pre-writing before every episode that we do now, which is good, but it just makes them all a little more work. If you had to reenact one scene or stunt from Jackass, which one are you taking?
The one where they throw up. Just any of them.
There's the one where Bam throws up on, is it Rab himself's face or something?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I love Jackass. We never really talked about Jackass.
I love it. CKY.
CKY.
I prefer CKY, but
I love CKY, CKY2K.
yeah.
The Jackass show, the movies, the .5s. I like Wild Boys. I never fucked with Viva La Bam.
Me too. I thought it was too mean to feel
A little too mean.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Slayer plays. That's cool. But
We got fucking Slayer in the backyard, dude.
I love Jackass as a premise. I think Chris Pontius might be the funniest.
I used to see him all the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to him?
Never.
Yeah.
He would always be coming out of the tanning booth as I was entering Wingstop. Real yin-yang situation. This is a great question. What if you could time travel to any historical event to gain the absolute truth about it? Where would you go, and would you expose the truth once you came back in real time?
Yeah.
I would go to the crucifixion of Christ.
There you go. Great answer.
100%. That's. Is there a greater question?
No, because
in the
if
history of
it's
humanity?
real, then literally nothing else matters.
Yeah.
I am now a devout
100%.
apostle of Christ, right?
If I watch him get crucified, and however many days later,
3.
that motherfucker comes back,
Yeah.
I'm a Christian.
Oh, of course.
Like straight up.
And you'd be burned alive or crucified again, but whatever. So apart from that, I harp on this a lot. I would go to Dallas
Yeah.
and see what happened with JFK. See what's like. Get behind that fence.
Would you now when you got back, you would tell all?
Yeah, you know what I would do?
You start a podcast?
I would make my way to the various places and I would like write a book and like maybe plant some evidence that could be dug up once my book came out to be like independently investigate this kind of a thing. But I'd bump shoulders with old Jimmy Files behind the fence. I'd look up in the book depository.
You don't think you would have gotten shot? You'd gotten murked.
There were people everywhere.
Whereas me, I would have been picketing against Jesus.
Jimmy was
because I didn't believe his bitch ass.
Jimmy was in a police officer uniform.
Oh. Would you have a police officer uniform?
No, but I'm just saying I would like, you know, I'd be like, yeah, there's a
Because
guy.
you'd know.
And there's nobody in the book depository or in the jail. And then I'd go like, what's Umbrella Man doing? What's Babushka Lady doing? I'd be out there. I'd be thrown all over the place.
He really would.
Yeah, probably that.
That's a great question. That's a great answer.
And then, dude, there was a meeting. A fly on the wall thing I would like is there was once a meeting between Mussolini, Hitler, and Stalin. Maybe?
Actual meeting?
Yeah, like just an actual meeting pre-war.
Okay.
And maybe
We're gonna have a war.
Maybe Stalin was there. It was just like border stuff and like what we're gonna do. But Mussolini was the only one who spoke everyone's language.
Whoa.
Oh, it was Chamberlain. It was
So how do you... Mussolini
guy.
could have been fucking around.
and people think he was.
Whoa.
And I would have loved to be like, what's he doing?
Google
What are
Translate.
you up to? Yes.
No, he's lying. He said you're a bitch. Greatest side dish of all time. The mozzarella stick.
Oh, dude, the fucking Chili's mozzarella dipper.
Oh, that thing is deadly.
Deadly. The thought of that right now is
Yeah,
brutal.
you should eat one. Eat one more.
I'm not gonna eat one more. Probably.
I think you should.
Probably. Oh, so I can like feel it.
Is your body rejecting it?
Not literally.
Because that's why I stopped. I couldn't salivate anymore.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting that.
My
yeah.
body rejected putting anything back.
I'm getting that, and I'm out of drink.
I'm out of drink. Let me get you some water.
No, I'm literally so full of
You want a
volume.
Diet Coke?
I don't want a Diet Coke
It
right now.
would be good. You'd like it.
I got enough in me right now. This is all gonna come right out.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I want to force it out. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna allow.
Let me make you puke. They'll love it.
I'm not doing that.
How much time? What are we at, Steven? That's my cat's feeder. Don't worry about that.
We're at about an hour and a half.
Soup's on. Oh, are we?
Hour and a half?
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
we're great,
That's good.
dude.
Okay, we only have a few more questions.
Perfect. My heart rate has been at about 100 this whole time.
Has it really?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Bo and Colin supplement stacks. Great question. Lately, I'll do a probiotic.
95.
That's insane. A probiotic. AG1 is in the beginning of the day, of course. All my essential probiotics and prebiotics are in there. I don't need anything else. But I take an extra one just in case because Rocky recommended it to me. A digestive enzyme.
I
as
saw
well.
that in your closet.
Huge.
Really?
Yeah,
What's
it's
that do
awesome.
for you?
Helps me digest shit.
Does it though?
Enzymically.
Because
Dude, I'm on point. Oh yeah.
do you remember the text message you sent me this morning?
That was from something else.
And I quote, "shitting crazy style."
That doesn't mean bad. It's a lot.
I think the follow up was, "I'm squirting."
No, spraying.
My mistake.
I didn't take my enzyme today.
Oh, surely.
And then I really like the stage flight. I think it's the load in.
Load in is the pill, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Or is it lock in?
Lock in is the powder, I think.
yeah.
I think. Sorry, Craig. If
It's load in. Load in is my favorite one. The morning one.
the morning
I
one,
love
yes.
that one.
Yeah, that one's good. You feel
I'm
sharp.
really into it. It makes me feel good.
Creatine?
And then creatine.
Yeah.
The concrete pill version.
Oh, interesting. How many?
It's 5 milligrams.
Yeah, but how many pills?
2.
Oh, nice.
One before, one after.
Wow.
It's
look at you.
incredible.
Have you been seeing the stuff about taking more than 5?
No.
They're saying that 10 to 20 is actually ideal for most people 200 pounds and up
Really?
for brain saturation.
Really?
That's my algorithm, buddy.
Oh, wow. Mine is Vegas Matt. Mine is $3,000 hands of Baccarat.
God.
Yeah.
Creatine in the morning, AG1 in the morning.
Creatine in the morning.
As soon as I wake up.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter when you take it. It does not matter. There's no difference.
I try to take it within a 1 hour window of working out.
I'm sure that's fine, but like, you know that Mike Israel guy? Short, muscle guy, bald head, very scientific about how he talks about muscle movement, very jacked. Watch the whole thing where he's like, it just doesn't matter.
Okay.
Vitamin K drops. I do
Of course.
an iodine drop because I heard I should. I don't know. I haven't really noticed anything, but that's on the agenda. And then magnesium before bed.
Okay. That helps you. That gives you crazy dreams.
If I take the dose is 2, I take 1 because I get scared.
I think the healthiest I ever was when I was eating a shit ton of salmon every day, which has a lot of omega-3s in it. I don't take an omega-3 supplement, but I think I've like physically proved that I respond really well to omega-3s. So something to think about. Thoughts and feelings on Misfits at Coachella?
Who gives a shit?
I mean, it's deserved. It's one of the greatest bands ever.
Yeah, and like
I saw a really funny clip where he's like, "We know a lot of songs. What do you guys want to hear?" And it's basically like nonsense coming back, and he goes, "Here's Hollywood Babylon."
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that band. I don't care what they do. I don't like. They should play everything they want to play.
Yeah.
They should get every bag they never got.
Agreed.
40 years ago when they started all this shit.
Agreed.
You know?
Mount Rushmore hardcore albums to get people into hardcore. Why don't you take one more nugget while we answer this question?
Okay. What were you gonna say?
Mount Rushmore hardcore albums to get people and this isn't like like I do think the average person who's like into TikTok deathcore, I can't just give them Bad Brain self-titled Age of Quarrel.
Totally.
You know?
Yep.
I got to work them in the right way.
That makes total sense.
Satisfaction, I think, genuinely has a great mix of fast parts, skank parts, hard breakdowns.
I think for
incredible lyrics.
I think for the purpose of this, you'd be better served with Perseverance or even
Perseverance production. I think is harder to dive into.
Then maybe Rise.
Rise Brutality would be a good gateway because it's extreme, very clean,
very like produced,
crystal clean. Yeah.
That's So a Hatebreed for sure.
Yeah, the Hatebreed is a great intro to hardcore type band.
One with the Underdogs.
One with the Underdogs is like that's a great gateway band, like proven. It happens all the time. Yeah. I'm trying to get a guy into hardcore or a girl into hardcore. What am I giving? I mean, Age of Quarrel is that.
You think so?
Because you can give it to him and say like, hey, this is the best of the best. You know? This is like perfectly crafted hardcore music and it's timeless.
Okay. And then honestly, Minor Threat. Like, give them one. It'd be like, this is kind of how it started. This is fast. It's really aggressive. It's going to be some of the fastest guitar.
Also has a lot of melody.
And has melody.
Yeah. Those are good answers. Somebody said, could you give us any potential covers you considered for the Everything Comes From Somewhere tribute album that never happened? Which was there was a Twitching Tongues cover album in the works for forever. And like Necromantical Screams was going to be on that. Let me see if it's still in my notes. I don't think it is. Wow. Last updated October 2020. In here is Judgment, The Situation, Deicide, When Satan Rules His World, Carnivore, Megadeth, Go to Hell, which is from the Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack, Pearl Jam, Black, and Morrissey, You Know I Couldn't Last.
Ooh.
That would be good.
Wow.
Because that sums up, you love or hate the guy, that sums up a lot of musicians' feelings about the music industry very well.
As well as Black Cloud. The end of Black Cloud. Is it Black Cloud that you don't like me, but you love me
the way you're wrong? No, it's
Is it You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone?
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. What is that song called?
I don't know.
Whoa. Stomach.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. That was crazy. Favorite tattoo you both have and what you'd like to get next? I think we've answered that. My back piece is my favorite thing.
I love probably my Metallica tattoo.
Yeah, that's good. I gotta finish this whole thing.
I gotta fix it up, but I love that one. I also love my chest piece too.
Yeah. What's the best band to ever be involved with or make a film score? It's Nine Inch Nails.
It's not even close.
Even close. Yeah.
You listen to, where it started with the Seven soundtrack?
Really?
Yeah, I think that was one of his first things. Awesome. There's like a remix of Closer in the whole intro of Seven with all the splicing.
Easily. Not even close. Best song from the Tony Hawk soundtrack. Primus Dre was a race car driver.
Boy Who Destroyed the World.
That's a good one.
AFI.
I think there's a 25 to Life song in one of those soundtracks, so that's a good one too.
Tony Hawk Underground had Alkaline Trio, The Explosion, Kiss.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Even?
Oh my god, I can't wait to throw up.
I would just eat another one and then throw up. Come on.
No.
You're at 59.
No,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't actually know what you're at, but the counter says 59. Wouldn't you like to hit 60 like
What
you
if I'm
predicted?
more? What if I'm already in 60s? And you...
It's not possible.
It's definitely
No,
possible.
there's no way. No, it's not possible. We'll see, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to for sure be at 60?
But that's 2 behind.
We don't know that either.
Okay.
Do it. Yeah, buddy. The big 6-0, allegedly.
60. I'm not eating another one. I'm not eating another one. I'm not eating another
Don't you want to hit 61? Best album with the worst production? That's a great question.
It's a great question.
The Sam Black Church self-titled EP sounds horrendous, and I love it. I love every second of how bad it sounds. That might be my pick.
Straight ahead. I listened to it today at the gym.
You don't like it?
I just think like it sounds bad.
Breakaway?
I like it. Yeah,
Oh,
Breakaway.
I love the way Breakaway
I
sounds.
like it, but it objectively sounds awful.
The side by side record versus demos may be the biggest disparity in like, wow, this demo sounds fucking miserable, and then the record
And
is
then
like,
like,
oh my god, it's unbelievable. I love the way Breakaway sounds, and the Warzone songs, the comp songs sound like ass, but I also like that. Yeah, Breakaway, I really like the production.
But to be honest, do you think that's because you love that record, or do you think you would use that production on something you did?
I think if I was making music like that,
Yeah.
maybe. Like I think the bass tone is fucking like that's perfect fast hardcore twangy bass tone. You know? I like that type of shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound modern at all, but I think it's like so of the time that
It's definitely of the time.
perfect thing. What's worse, a bad meal or a bad movie?
Meal.
I would say movie.
Meal's gonna be more expensive.
But a bad movie while I'm in the theater and I like don't choose to leave, horrible.
But you still got your snack. You're still out having a little date night, whatever.
I get it. I would say movie. Because a bad meal, I can go, I don't want to eat this.
But you don't. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, I'll eat another meal.
You can like start and
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad movie, after I've seen it, I'll be like, what?
But you're gonna pay.
I will
for
never get that.
You're gonna pay for both.
Time
meals.
is more important than money. You know?
Yeah, you're gonna spend. All right.
Time is more
You're gonna
important.
spend as much time eating on this dinner.
I don't know.
Waiting.
We'll never know. Oh. Youth Crew revival in the big 2025, right? Probably.
I hope so.
I think the youth are reviving.
I mean, what's funny is we've been through one.
Yeah.
Like I've been through one Youth Crew revival.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't like huge.
No.
Because there was still like beat down and like all the stuff you would expect.
Which that'll never go away because
course.
that is still like the most popular style of hardcore. Like moshable, highly moshable hardcore is still going to forever be in fashion.
Absolutely.
But and you know once the kids start circle pitting, maybe I think straight edge being in once again
Helps
will
quite a bit.
help Youth Crew revive.
And I don't know, dude. I threw on the Wide Awake demo today.
Crazy.
Connecticut.
All right, last question. Kind of related to what we just talked about. What's a direction you'd like to see hardcore go that it hasn't before? Or is there a sound that has been done before but you don't think it was fully expanded on?
Push the button. Push it.
61. Allegedly.
Oh.
And that's all she wrote, folks. He's great and all, but he's no match for the Nugget master. That's what they're calling me these days. Everybody thought 88 was light work. They thought I was a bitch. They thought I was a pussy. They don't know they don't know what went into this. But I'm proud of you. You did one more than you really expected, right?
No one thought that of you. You just said you were going to do 200.
I still could.
Stop.